ASAP Rocky, Terror. He's gonna give you a little pinch, monster fish. Change colors. Look how cute. There's two. The Volcano Aquarium. Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about everything in the aquarium hobby. Jumping into this one right away, ASAP Rocky.
Ooh, baby, like it raw with the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, ASAP, get like me.
Now, if you guys didn't see my last video, I'll leave a card up above. See that little card that just popped up in the right-hand corner? Click that card, go check out that video. This is kind of part 2. I know a lot of you guys give me flack in the comments, and I love you guys for it, and it's all good, fun. I get it. You guys hate the part 2s. This is the part 2 of what we picked up over at Aquarium and Reptile Depot. One of my local fish stores, well, one of my favorite local fish stores. Let's keep it real. Before we jump into what I got, I want to show you behind me the Volcano Aquarium and how the king, well, you know, Mr. Lobster of the Volcano is doing. Check it out. Well, here is one of my favorite aquariums. Obviously, look at that beautiful volcano, the lava, it's erupting. All the fish are doing good in here. We got the Turkana jewel cichlids. Look how beautiful that is. The dominant male, I want to say right now, the tank boss, as you can see, just kind of went after that other jewel cichlid. This is a common jewel cichlid, kind of dull in the color, but it is a jewel cichlid. This one right here is a balloon jewel cichlid. You can see short body, and then you have another jewel cichlid here, which the red is a little bit, I guess, more intense. And then check it out. Oh, we have Mr. Lobster hanging out over here. You guys better leave him alone or he's gonna give you a little pinch. You can see him cruising around. I figured I'd shoot this aquarium for you guys because the Lobster King is out. Now, he is the king. I call him the king or the god of the volcano. He usually hangs out. So it's kind of nice to see him out gallivanting around. Look how beautiful he looks, huh? I think he was eating some food. I threw some food in here a little earlier. As you can see, ooh, check out the red Terror. Starting to show a little bit more color. And as you can see, these fish are actually getting more comfortable, you know, in their new home. So I'm not mad at them all. Just so you guys know, everybody in here is doing great except the fire barbs. I had 8 of them, I believe, 8 or 7. I think I bought 8. Yeah, there's only one. Wow, look at the red Terror. It changed colors so fast. Look at it. It got super dark. Don't know why, but that's what cichlids do. Look at it. Super cool. Fire barb, there's only one, and the Volcano Aquarium is doing just fine. All right, now behind me is my 6-foot aquarium, which I have a bunch of different cichlids. And speaking of the word cichlid, when you hear the word cichlid, what do you think of? I'm waiting. Yeah, you think big. You think monster fish, right? I picked up a couple cichlids for my 10-gallon tank. Now, let me tell you guys something. This is the first time I've ever kept this fish. I got dwarf cichlids. Yeah, cichlids that won't grow more than like 3 inches, if that. Big shout out to Chris over at Aquarium and Reptile Depot who helped me pick these fish out. And I'm gonna teleport into the house in front of the 10-gallon aquarium that sits on my kitchen counter and introduce to you a dwarf cichlid. Let's go. Whew, just like that, we are now inside the house, in the kitchen. Right behind me over my shoulder is the 10-gallon aquarium that sits on my kitchen counter. I want to show you guys or introduce to you guys these 2 beautiful dwarf cichlids and do like a little species spotlight on them. Check them out. Here are my 2 beauties here. Now these are called Apistogramma macmasteri. This is a dwarf cichlid found in the Meta River system, which is a river basin in Colombia. The temperature for these fish are, you know, pretty wide range. It's from 72 degrees to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And for Celsius, that's 22 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius. Lifespan is about 5 years. Now, the Apistogramma macmasteri, like most dwarf cichlids, they're a peaceful fish, except when it comes to males during spawning season. The males can become territorial and, you know, aggressive towards other fish to varying degrees. Now, my boy Chris over at Aquarium and Reptile Depot did his best to pick out a breeding pair. This right here is a male, and how could you not want a fish that eats his own doo-doo?
Smells like poop in here.
Right on camera, too. Good job, buddy. Obviously, this is a dominant male. You can see the colors in the tail. Just an absolute gorgeous little dwarf cichlid with the colors. And then, of course, we have the female, which doesn't have too much color, and I'll show you the female here in a second. But my boy Chris did his best at such a young age to pick out a male and a female. Hopefully they're a breeding pair. That's what I kind of wanted for this 10-gallon tank. You can see those golds and the reds, and that's him next to a cherry barb. So you can see how small they are. I will pan out so you can get more of a size reference on this beautiful dwarf cichlid. It is my first time keeping a dwarf cichlid. I've never had dwarf cichlids before. This is the female, like I was talking about. You can see the colors aren't so vibrant, or this could be a non-dominant male. So we will see in time how everything kind of pans out. You can see the female and then the male, of course. Big difference in the color, right? Like I said, they can be a little territorial, so lots of live plants, driftwood, rocks, caves can be used to create a good habitat for these little beauties. As far as their diet goes, they're not picky. They'll accept live foods, frozen foods. We usually do fine with high quality flakes or pellets. Now, I've fed them pellets. I've fed them frozen foods, bloodworms, live, and they've been doing good. Brine shrimp, and they love it. They're pretty good when it comes to food. Not picky at all. They can see that. Beautiful female, though. Even though it's a female, still has some nice colors on it, but nowhere near compared to a beautiful male. Look at them. I mean, it's like night and day, right? Now, dwarf size obviously means small. These beauties grow to only about 2 to 3 inches. That is it. As adults, that's really small, which is super cool. As you can see, I panned out and you can see the size of the aquarium, how big they are. They're really small. Right now, anyways, they're super small. Still juvenile, I would say. You know, these little colorful fish are bottom dwellers. So they won't spend too much time at the top like you saw in that, you know, video section. You can see all the cherry barbs are up top and they're down at the bottom. So they are bottom dwellers. So little scraps that float down to the bottom, they definitely will take care of. These dwarf cichlids are true gems. Look at them. You can see really close. There's a little bit of speckle of baby blue on their gill plate, the reds, the golds, the yellows. And I want to show you some pictures of different apistogrammas. Like this is just one type of apistogramma. This is the McMasteri. Let me show you some other pictures of these beautiful dwarf cichlid gems. Look at them. Just absolutely gorgeous, right? Look at it. And then here's a chart of all the apistos. And you could, you know, check out your local fish store, check them out online, which one that you would want to keep. I highly recommend this fish. I mean, you want a nice centerpiece to a smaller aquarium, I highly, highly recommend the apistogrammas. Now, I was going to get a flame-tail apistogramma, but my boy Chris over at Aquarium Reptile Depot said, no, you want the McMasteri. I think they're way colorful. And I go, really? So I've never kept this fish, and I went with what my boy Chris said. And like I said, go check him out over at Aquarium Reptile Depot if you guys are local or nearby, and go check out my boy Chris. He'll give you his professional advice when it comes to fish. He knows so much. Matter of fact, any staff member at Aquarium Reptile Depot will help you out. But look at it, just gorgeous. You can see these guys. Now, this male here, he is like kind of picking at the plants a little bit. So be aware of that. You know, he'll go there and just kind of pick on the plants a little bit. He's not rooting them up or anything, but I just noticed, you know, there's probably looking for little scraps of food. But ooh-wee, look at this male, huh? Love this guy. He looks so beautiful. And now watch, I'll zoom in on him. You can see the little speckles of blue by his gill plate, the stripe by his eye, the golds, the yellows, the reds, anal fin, his back tail fin. Just a beautiful fish. All right, now we're back in Tiki Lounge, my fish room here in my garage, and behind me is the 6-foot aquarium. Now, I did talk about dwarf cichlids. Now we're going to talk about another type of cichlid, and it's something that if you guys saw part 1 of this video, you probably have an idea of what I picked up. All right, so go ahead and pause this video right now and then go watch that video, and then you guys can fast forward it to this point right now, and then you guys will probably have an idea of what we picked up in this 6-foot aquarium. All right, let me flip the camera around and introduce to you another type of cichlid that gets a little bit bigger.
Okay, I'm sure you guys guessed it right. I picked up a yellow, actually 2 yellow parrot cichlid fish. Absolutely fell in love with this color when I saw it. I'm not a big fan of the parrotfish or the blood parrots, but when I saw the yellow, I was like, come on. Now, a lot of people think these are dyed. They're not. They are not dyed jelly bean cichlids. This is a natural color that has been line bred, but not dyed. Originally, the true parrot cichlid, which I want to keep one day, is from South America. When I get a true parrot cichlid, you will see the difference, big difference. The blood parrotfish and yellow parrot cichlid fish is a man-made hybrid of unknown origins. So they're kind of frowned upon. Any type of man-made hybrid fish, like as an example, the good old flowerhorn, yeah, that is usually frowned upon in the hobby. But I love them. I love these fish. You know, obviously I have 2 flowerhorns too as well, so I support the hybrid man-created fish. But yeah, and honestly, if you guys didn't know, the blood parrot or the parrot cichlid is a kind of a distant breed of the flowerhorn. They use this fish to create a flowerhorn. Now they can grow up to 5 to 8 inches, full grown, so they do put on some size, and they can live up to about 10 to 15 years. Super hardy fish, but also needs great filtration. So I would suggest double in your filtration if you have one of these. And definitely regular water changes. Even though they're a super hardy fish, you still want to provide a healthy environment for these beautiful, beautiful cichlids. I mean, look at the yellow, it just pops, you know? As far as feeding goes, pretty simple, high quality, dry, frozen, live, meaty foods. Also supplemental vegetable matter is also required for these guys. So a nice balance, you know, of veggies and protein. Temperature, 76 degrees to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. So they do thrive in warmer water, just to give you a heads up. So 81, 82 would be a nice degree to set this bad boy at. They love to be in groups. You know, I should have got 3, but I went with 2. This is the first time I've ever kept this type, the parrot cichlid fish. So I didn't know what to expect. And I don't know, I just fell in love with the yellow color. I don't know what it was. It just caught my eye. Like I said, I'm actually in love and want to keep a true parrot cichlid. And I will get one, and you guys will see the difference. Actually, I'll probably get 2, just to get 2. I think they look awesome, and I can't wait to showcase a true parrotfish to you guys. This aquarium has more than enough room. Like I said, they are messy eaters and can produce a lot of waste. So just like any big cichlid, you gotta have a really good filtration. Like I said, this is if you have them in a 100-gallon tank, I would get filtration that would filter 200 gallons. Just to be safe, you know, just double the filtration. That's always a good thing. You can never have enough filtration. They can be very aggressive towards other fish. So a large tank with plenty of hides, spaces will help. As you can see, I have big plants in here, 2 big pieces of driftwood. They like hanging out here in the corner. You can see my beautiful Salvini cichlid. I just wanted to show you like what types of fish they're hanging out with. So, you know, you got my electric blue Acara. You have some rainbow fish in the cichlids in the corner there. There's 3 of them. This is where they kind of hide out or hang out. They hang out with the rainbow cichlids, which is kind of cool to see them hanging out. But in this aquarium too, I also have a pretty big Jack Dempsey cichlid. And you saw the Salvini cichlid that I have. I have a green terror in here too as well. And, you know, maybe 3 or 4 different types of Severums. And then I have redhead Tapajo Geovegas in this aquarium. So a wide variety of different fish, different sizes too as well. They're not the biggest fish in this aquarium.
And there you have it. We got the pistos in the kitchen in that 10-gallon aquarium. We do have the yellow. There they are right there. The yellow parrot cichlids that are in the 6-foot aquarium. I'm so excited to see how these guys flourish. They just add a nice color of yellow. Look at, we have the red spotted Severum there. So the 6-foot aquarium is coming to life. I'm loving the color. I love what it looks like. And yeah, oh my gosh, there's a mosquito. I think I just got it. Oh, we got it. Oh yeah, right there, look at. Mosquito dead. Anyways, take care, my ohana. I will see you guys in that next video. Much love and aloha.